Good evening, my lovely YouTube followers, budget guitarist here. My name's Martin. Right, so this is a Roland VGA30 COSM amplifier. So this COSM is the same sort of modelling thing as the Boss ME70, the Boss ME80, the multi-effects pedal boards, but in an amp format made by Roland and not Boss. You can see it looks like it can do some pretty cool stuff. So we can select a guitar type, then we've got a preamp now with lots of different amps to change from, 3-band EQ, some effects, some delay, some reverb, and a master volume. So it's got no, the only thing it's missing that sets it apart from the ME70, ME80 Boss multi-effects pedals is there's no overdrive distortion section. So it's just going pick your amp, sort your EQ, add some effects, which is not a drama. I think this is potentially a very cool amp. Drama is this one doesn't work. I've got it plugged into mains. I've already replaced the fuse in the plug. I'll turn it on at the wall. There we go, and here's the power button. Absolutely nothing happens. So what my plan with this one is to do is, let me unplug it before I do anything else. Before I do anything else is I'm going to take out the top bit of the amp and have a look on the inside and see if I can figure out why absolutely nothing is happening. Just need a screwdriver for this bit. So this top of the actual amp bit is held in position with these six screws here. So I'm going to whip them out and remove the amp. So this had me stumped for a little while. 2 screws on each side as well, it's holding it in. So I took all 6 off the top. I took the strap off as well because I thought maybe these two screws went a bit deeper into, holding the amp in, but it's not. But for this, I found the easiest way to do this is you want the center ones to always be the last ones out. So I'm going to have to screw these ones back in and then undo. We just want it enough so it's there we go, it's starting to bite. So then when I undo the 2 side ones, it's going to be held in the center, and just a case of supporting the weight underneath, in the middle. Pull these out and it's gonna get rid of the risk of just dropping it and making it way worse than it is. But I've got no idea what I'm gonna find on this when I eventually get it out. There we go, it's finally out. Now, the way I do this bit is, so I'm not an electrician. I try to sort of fault find by looking to see if there's anything that looks like it's overheated, if there's any sort of like charring on the circuit board. Looks okay. Did notice this here. Not sure what that is, but it looks like something's supposed to be connected to it. It looks like one of these, but there's nothing actually plugged into it. But there are no loose wires, so I don't know. This is good to see. So this it's like some sort of like ceramic resistor or something. If you have a look there, you can see where it's actually mounted up and away off the board. There's just quite a few amps, especially some tube amps even, that these they're mounted to the board too close or touching the board. These get really hot and they'll start to burn the board, and what happens is they it sort of like burns through and jars. So on the underside where you can see like the track where the actual electric going on the board, that gets gaps in it because of these. So it's pretty cool to see that actually, you know, mounted high, so it's not going to overheat anything. Can't really, nothing on this bit. Again, in terms of what's happening here, I've got no idea. I know that these are capacitors and you need to be a little bit careful because they can hold charge. I know that this is a component that gets very, very hot, and I wouldn't even like to hazard a guess what is happening around there. But I'm assuming all these little chips and processors and stuff are all the amp modelling thing with all your effects and all the rest of it. So let's have a see. At first I thought maybe the power lead had come loose, but it's quite rigid. That's all in there, that's alright. Hang about, there's a fuse missing there. So hang on, that's the main power in. That's like electric goes in front wall, goes, let's see, let's follow the wires, into this, through a fuse, I'm guessing, and then into this, and then something happens, and then onto powering the board. I think that's why this ain't working. Where is that? How has that even come off? That's... Oh, no. So I can hear something rattling about. Where are you? There's a little badger. So put it on there so I can have a look inside. I mean, it looks okay. I do actually have a spare of these from an old amp that's completely knackered, but that looks okay to me. I think it's, how's that even worked its way loose? Because these are, I mean, they do look a bit bent, I guess. Maybe it's just a case of cramping them back together a little bit and just and then pop that back in. There we go, that's not, is that going to come out? No, that's okay. Right, well, nothing else looks you know, out of the ordinary. To be honest, it looks very, very clean inside. Very, very clean. Yeah. If that was the problem, which I want to say I'm certain that that's problem there. So this was bought damaged off the marketplace for £5. £5. Even if it had like set on fire, you know, I could have pulled it apart and sold bits on separately. So if that's the problem, which I'm sure it is, then I've got myself an awesome amp for a £5. Right, let's get it back together and see what's what. Right, plugged into the mains, turned on at wall. I've turned everything completely to zero, and it's I've got it plugged into my Gordon at the minute. So basically all I want it to do is make a noise, but let's see. Oh, it's flashing, it's doing stuff, yes! It's doing stuff, right, okay. I've just got the top chassis held in by one screw because there's like a little sort of shelf that it sits on. So we're going, that's standard. Okay, I'll figure all this stuff out, whatever. And, I don't know effects master. So it should. Nothing. Oh, I know what's wrong. I disconnected the speaker, so let me sort that out. Speaker's connected now. Oh, I can actually hear it. Okay, let's bit of volume. I can hear some stuff. Let's give it a bit of that. Okay, some effects. Sounds like it's working. What's that? Is that delay? Yeah. What's that one do? Yeah, I'm happy that works. Reverb. Yeah. Oh, it's got spring. I do like a spring reverb. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. Not bad for £5. Now, what's all this stuff? Different amp, yeah, different amps, and we can select what guitar we want. Right, so I think turn it off, because it is filthy. I think what I do now is just give it a good clean. Try sort this. Oh, that's just absolutely disgusting. Yeah, clean it. There's like dog hair and stuff all over. God knows what this amp's been up to. While I'm cleaning it, I'll try to figure out as much info as I can about it, and yeah, properly happy. Can't believe it was just a fuse on the inside. Cash back. Right, there we have it, peeps. It's all back together. Just look how lovely it looks. I didn't realise it's actually grey. The Tolex has got like a really nice pattern to it. I really do like that. It's quite unique, very unique colour. Well, I hope this video has sort of inspired you a little bit. Just to, you know, as long as you're doing it safely, make sure it's disconnected from the mains and stuff. Have a look inside your own amp if it decides to, you know, stop working one day. Yeah, just stay safe. Make sure you just unplug the stuff. So I did a bit of research. So these come out early 2000s, 2001, 2002-ish, thereabouts, and it wasn't just Roland doing it at the time, but this is one of the first companies to start producing modelling amps. So these kind of amps, early 2000s, is sort of like where it started, which got me thinking, could this Roland amp, the VG, you know, 3, 5 or 7, whatever version you've got, could this be the mummy and daddy of the Katana range? Now, absolutely love the Boss Katana. I had a little 50 watt. I sold it on because I wanted a 100 watt head, but as soon as that little 50 watt Katana went, I immediately started to miss it. Anyway, getting off topic. So the only thing, so this does a little bit more and a little bit less at the same time as the Katana. So I compare this to the I'll compare this to the Katana Mark 150, which is the one I had for quite a long time and absolutely loved it. So the Katana Mark 1 didn't have, you couldn't select a guitar type, whereas this has. The Katana Mark 150, it only had, memory serves, so it went acoustic clean, crunch, something else, then brown. I think it went stack, then brown. This has got more. Still got the gain and volume, still got the 3-band EQ. So same. The Katana, I believe, had EFX delay. So I think it had effects. No, so on the Katana it's modulation. So it had modulation, but I think it only had 3. I don't remember it having more than 3. It definitely had a chorus, definitely had a flanger and a trem. Maybe it had 4, I can't remember. So it had modulation. Yes, it had delay and it had reverb and a master, obviously. The Katana as well, you had the sort of half a watt, 1 watt, 25 watt, 50 watt on your on-off thing, which is again cool feature. This doesn't. This has just got, yeah, it is what it is. So what's missing off this that's featured in the Katana is the you had the overdrive slash boost. Yeah, the overdrive slash boost, where you had like a sort of tube screamery overdrive. Then I think there was a fuzz in there. And with the Katana, you sort of like, you dialed it in and pushed the button, and it cycled through what effect you had. 3 colours. It was like red, orange, green. Red, orange, green. So, okay, that reminds me. So it had 3. It had 3 modulations on the Katana Mark 1. Delay, I'm not sure about delay. 3 types of reverb and 3 drives. But apart from this and a few more of them, you can see sort of whether this is this the precursor? Is this where the idea of the Katana came from this range of amps, the VGAs? Maybe. What else have we got here? So we got some banks as well. So I think the Katana Mark 150, I think you could only have memory serves 2. I think it was 2, maybe 3. But this has got, let's see, we got, that's a switch. Okay, so we've actually got 10. So we've got 10 banks. We can dial in 10 different things so we can have, imagine channel 1, which is the A, 1 to 5, and then press it goes B, again 1 to, then 6 to 10. Works the same. So Katana had manual mode, so you could just put it in and, you know, off you go. And it also had the right function. So once you're done, you press right and you hold it to what you wanted to do it. Anyway, I'm thinking that's what this is. I think it's the parents of the Katana range of amps, and I hope it is. Anyway, it's back together. I know it's working. It's all nice and clean. Oh, just look at that. It looks lovely. Anyway, yeah, that's that. I guess the next video is going to be sort of like a review. I'll try and make some noise and dial something in. I've got 10 channels, you know, 10 presets. I can put some stuff in, and yeah, so glad it was a quick fix. It cost me £5. I don't know what it's retail. I don't know what it's worth nowadays, but I'm certain it's more than a £5. Anyway, I'm off. Thank you very much for watching.